Okay, so lesson today is pretty much the basic one of simplifying algebraic terms. Okay, and so we're going to talk about the first bit, which is called just collecting like terms. So that's going to be our first objective. Okay, so first up we start with an expression. And this expression, 2p plus 8 plus 3p minus 4, has 4 terms. It's composed of 4 different terms. And not all of these terms we can combine. Now, what makes a like term is when the letter parts of the term are exactly the same. By letter, I mean the variable. Okay? If they don't have a variable, like this minus 4 and this positive 8, we can combine those as well, because those are just numbers. So let's start by looking at the terms that have just the p variable. Okay, those right there. So I've got 2p plus 3p. And the sign goes with the term. So this is 2p plus 3p. Those are what are called like terms because their letter parts are the same. The other terms are positive 8 and minus 4. If you want to call it negative 4, minus 4, take away 4, whatever. Same thing. And I'll rewrite these two terms down here. Plus 8, minus 4. Now, the most important thing today is combining like terms just means combining their coefficients. And the coefficients are the number that are in front of the letter. So 2p plus 3p just means 5p, not 5p squared or anything like that. And positive 8 and minus 4 give me a positive 4. So my final simplified expression is 5p plus 4, and I cannot combine those anymore because that guy doesn't have a p right there. Okay, let's try another example. Okay, this example, my like terms are already kind of together. I've got these two are like terms, so I'll highlight those. And these two are like terms, so don't forget to highlight the sign as well. Now my next step is I just combine the coefficients here, and you say, wait, this guy doesn't have a coefficient. If there's no coefficient there, there is an invisible 1. So you can go ahead and put that 1 there in the working, so when you combine them, 1 plus 2 is just 3. And then negative 7 plus 10 is a positive 3. And that is my simplified expression. I can't simplify it anymore because those are unlike terms. Okay, let's try another example with a little bit harder this time with some exponents. Okay, so next example, remember the definition of like terms are the letter parts are exactly the same. These guys are not like terms because this term doesn't have a squared. So these two are like terms here because their variable parts are the same. They're both squared. And those two don't have a coefficient, so put a 1 in front of them. And the next like terms are the two x terms right here. I've got a positive x here and a positive 7x here. Put a 1 as a coefficient for that term. And finally, this constant term here, he's by himself. He's a loner. He doesn't have any other like terms involved in that expression. Now I combine all the terms that are highlighted the same color. 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 plus 7 is 8. And finally, that minus 8 by himself. So I have an expression that's 3 terms, and it can't be simplified anymore. Okay, one more example. Try to do it the same way I did. Highlight the like terms and combine those like terms by just combining their coefficients. And if there's no number in front of the term, put a 1. So I've highlighted all the like terms, and I just combined their coefficients, and I'm going to start with the y squared term first. Negative 1 plus 5 is 4. Next up are the y terms. I've got 2 minus 8 plus 1. 2 minus 8 is negative 6, plus 1 more is minus 5y.